right, y'all. We moving on to Mercury and Cancer for the Mercury Astrology series. My name is Araneae Storm. For y'all that's first checking in, or is this your first time checking in to the channel, welcome. You know what I'm saying? I am your Cosmic Rootwork astrologer. I specialize in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you know what I'm saying? You know where to find me. You know what I mean? AraneaeStorm.wix.com/info. The link will be below for all my info. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't miss a beat. But other than that, if this is your first time coming in, or once again, like you trying to this is your Mercury sign and you're trying to get to know a little bit about you, or you know somebody who has a Mercury in Cancer, or you just come to know a little bit more about astrology, you've come to the right place. Thank you once again for coming through. My Mercury in Cancers. Now, I am a Mercury in Leo in Western astrology, but in Mercury, my Mercury is in Cancer if we're talking about sidereal in Vedic astrology. So I feel like there's a side of me, because I do embrace both. I feel like there's a side of me that definitely can relate to this energy. I feel like I have the best of both worlds. Mercury, I feel like that sun and moon quality energy, definitely. If we're talking about Mercury, for those of y'all that don't know what Mercury is, this is the way you think. This is the way you communicate. This is your siblings. These are the short trips that you take. These are, you know what I mean? This is how you connect with people on a day-to-day basis. And I feel like, and I've been saying this on the other videos, like I just don't feel like we give Mercury enough credit, or we just don't talk about Mercury enough, and its symbolism in the entire zodiac. I mean, it's neutral. You know what I mean? It's the neutral planet in astrology. You know what I mean? It's ruled by Gemini. It's ruled by Virgo. And I feel like we focus so much on all big three, Venus and Mars, but I'm like Mercury, especially with everything going on right now. If we understood each other's Mercury, I feel like we would be better. We would be able to have better conversations with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Let me come at it. You know what I mean? Not to say that you got to change your style of communication up, but at least you have an understanding about how somebody's coming towards you, or how somebody's coming at you. You feel me? And I don't know negative bullshit, but just like, I got to understand how you get down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I said this, I think on the last one, on the Mercury and Gemini, is like, I feel like when you get to somebody's Mercury, Mars, and they moon, you really get a sense of who a person truly is. You do. Especially like Mars, when a motherfucker get angry. Mercury, just how somebody communicate it. And then your moon sign is like those deep-seated emotions that you have. So when it all comes out, when it all comes flooding, this is what you're experiencing. Or when somebody gets really passionate about it, this is what you're experiencing. So definitely get into your Mercury. You also want to see what house it's in, because that's what you'll be mostly communicating about or on. And then also the aspects that's on your Mercury too, that'll kind of shape the way that you kind of see and view the world, and the way that you are outwardly communicating. In Egyptian astrology, or not just in Egyptian astrology, but in Egyptian texts, because I will be talking about Egyptian astrology as we move forward, Mercury was actually seen as the spirit. And like I've been saying in the rest of the videos, when people say, I feel like spirit's communicating directly through me, you know what I mean? That's your Mercury. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind, your Mercury placement and what it's doing and why it's doing what it's doing, you know what I mean? For sure. So let's get into it. Mercury and Cancer. Mercury and Cancer. So we're talking about cardinal water. This is the moon. Moody moon. The mood swings on deck for Mercury and Cancer. You know what I'm saying? This can be very, 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 very passive, aggressive energy. This is not really the type of energy that's going to be super duper direct with you. It's just not, you know what I mean? Until it gets angry or hangry, or, you know, this is the type of energy that will make like snarky ass comments until you like, is it something that you want to say? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm feeling like it's something that you want to say. You know what I mean? Like, if you got something to say, let that shit the fuck out. Like, I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say it. You know what I mean? So, yes, but also on that side of the spectrum too, like, this is very nurturing energy. You know, Mercury and Cancer, like, these are the motherfuckers that's gonna make sure that you feeling good. They're gonna make sure that you straight. These are the type of motherfuckers that's gonna call and make sure you got home. You know, are you good? Do you need anything? It's very motherly energy. Very nurturing, like I said, energy. Very motherly, like I said, energy. That I feel like I don't even know why this is coming up in my head, but this is very home cooked meal energy. You know what I mean? Mercury and Cancer, like they'll you know, sit you down and you know go and cook something up nice for you, or if you're feeling sick, they'll make sure that you nurtured and you taken care of. You know, they have a level of depth to them and a love to them. And I'm not saying that you want to go and take advantage of a Mercury in Cancer, because what y'all don't know about a Mercury in Cancer is they have the moon on their side. You know what I mean? Mercury in Cancer has the moon on their side, so you don't want to get the shit fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, the moon is a very powerful situation to be in. So, you know, and when the emotions do come out, you know, and when it all does come flooding out, it can feel like a fucking wave slapped against your face. So, you know, just once again, I feel like I've been saying this for everybody. You don't have to walk on eggshells for anybody. You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells for anybody. If you have to walk on eggshells for somebody, you just don't need to be around them. But just know Mercury in Cancer is very intuitive. Mercury in Cancer can pick up on its entire environment. It can pick up the world because it's water and we're all made of water. So Mercury in Cancer feels things that a lot of people don't feel, notice, or pick up on. So please cut them some fucking slack, G. Cut them some slack, you know what I mean? Because they might be going through things that they don't necessarily talk about, that they don't want to talk about, because you probably won't understand if they do try to start talking about it. You know, this is very, you could definitely, with a Mercury in Cancer, I would definitely say anything from like a very soft, tender voice to like a very high pitched, very high pitched voice. You know, when they get to talking and stuff like that. I feel like Mercury in Cancers would be very, very good at making music. Because they know how to take their emotions, especially if you were talking about, you know, in frequency wise, like high frequency, you know, Cancerian, Mercury and Cancers, they know how to take those emotions that they carry, not just their own, but for other people. They know how to take those emotions that they carry, and they know how to really spew those emotions out in a way, especially like I said, through music or their art or whatever the case may be, that really, like, you feel that shit. Like, you feel when a Mercury in Cancer is speaking to you, you know. This is classic energy to me, you know what I mean? And then also Mercury in Cancer, and just Cancerian energy, it rules time. So, you know, these are the record keepers, you know what I mean? They go into the past. They know how to go back into the past and pull things up from the past, whether that's in a, you know what I mean, in an argument, or they know how to pull things in the past and really hold, because Mercury and Capricorn sits on the opposite, so they know how to hold tradition, you know, and hold those things to are close, you know, really close to the heart. And not the type of people either that kind of wear their heart on their sleeves. That's not Mercury and Cancer energy. You have to really take time to really get to know a Cancer for them to share with you. So they can come off as really shy or really just kind of reserved, and you know what I mean. They can be very, very sensitive, like I said, because they do pick up on energy, energy that they cannot see, and also energy within this physical world and this physical reality that we live in. But their emotions definitely rule. If we're talking about the moon, their emotions heavily rule over their entire being versus logic. So sometimes Cancer can get too, not to say that you can't be emotional, but sometimes Cancer could kind of take that shit way too far left, and to the point where it's just like, all right, Cancer, like, you gonna keep holding this grudge against me, or can we talk? You know what I mean? Like, so you have to understand and learn to because you are emotionally intelligent, and knowing that your emotions and how you feel is your superpower. It is your strength, and don't let anybody tell you anything different, because that is what you can honestly use your emotions to manipulate people, or you can use your emotions to really break through people, and when I say breakthrough, I mean in the most positive way possible. Like, your emotions can be transmuted, they can be alchemized into a way that actually internally heals people, just by your presence alone, or just by you being raw and vulnerable about how you feel and why you feel the way you feel. Definitely romantic as hell. Mercury and Cancers are very, very romantic. I'm talking about them like I have definitely talked to a Mercury Cancer. Yes, I have. And they're very, very romantic, very, very romantic. They know how to really set that scene up for you, you know what I mean? Most definitely. Like, look at me, I'm over here like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, definitely like that catered to you kind of energy. Definitely on some Destiny Child shit. Channeling spirits, entities, and deities, just like Gemini, because then once again we're talking about the dual nature of Cancer. Very much so, very dual. So it's easy for because Cancer is so psychic and intuitive, like it can pick up on spirits and things that one might not be being able to see. Even you might not be able to see, or might not be aware of. Like, you might be aware that there's people around, but you might not be able to see. But I feel like as you hone into your abilities, because you are able and you are, you know what I mean, I feel like you get better at being able to channel. You have to be able to learn how to decipher. You have to be able to learn how to decipher your own energy from other people's energy, Cancer, because your energy is very strong, very, very, very strong and very, very powerful. And I feel like, once again, when you do get an understanding of your own emotions, when you do get an understanding of just how you feel, I feel like, once again, you can really transmute that into something amazing and incredible. This is also a sign that's very highly sexually charged. Y'all might not think so, but Cancer is a fucking freak. Listen, Cancer's, bruh. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like, especially if we talking big threes. Ooh, we gonna get into it. I'm not gonna do it in this one, but Mercury and Cancer, they might look all, oh my God, just they probably thinking about smashing right now, yo. They probably thinking about smashing. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to keep it PG, because I know this, there's other people watching this to the best ability that I can, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. Like, they definitely are very highly, kind of like Scorpio, not even kind of like Scorpio is, not to say that that's all Scorpios think about, it's just their energy, but they're very, very sexually charged. And it just takes the right motherfucker to come around, you know what I mean, to experience it. You know, sex for you, especially if we're talking about Mercury, is a way that you bond with somebody. I mean, it's the way we all bond initially with somebody, but for you, when somebody, you know, this is very touchy-feely, you know, more so like mental energy. So, you know, the touch, you know, the nice, you know, the nice hugs. I feel like a nice smelling motherfucker, you know, when you go up to them and you know, you hug them and you just sitting there like, that get Cancer going, yo. That shit get Mercury and Cancer going. Like, oh my God, this motherfucker smells good. I love you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. Like, it's very like, you know, it's easy for Cancer also to get attached. It gets attached to how it feels. You know, it gets attached to how you feel. You know what I mean? It's easy for Cancer to really get into that, you know, that pull of the moon, you know. And so you need to be constantly clearing your motherfucking energy, Cancer. Clear it all. Clear that shit. Clear. Are we clear? Clear that shit. Clear your energy, because you definitely have people who are attached to your moonlight. You know, it's something about you. I'm pretty sure you've heard that too, from people being a Mercury and Cancer. It's just something about you that I can't really put my finger on, or I can't quite put my finger on, but it's just something. And when people get a sense of that, even if they don't say it to you, but when people get a sense of that, they want to cling on to that. They want to hold on to it. They want to harness that energy. So it might not even be about you. It's just your energy that you imbue, you know, and or exude into the world. So, yeah, got you. Very much so protective of the family, very protective of the children and the kids and things like that. If you want to see a Cancer to go to war for it, they might not do it for themselves, which y'all need to learn how to do for yourselves, but they might not do it for themselves. But when it comes to the people that they protect and the people that they love, oh baby, bitch, look like a bitch shaking the table. You want to see a bitch shake a table? Start fucking with a Mercury and Cancer's family and friends. It's fucking rap. Also for Mercury and Cancers too, they will read the fuck out of you. Let's just be real, y'all do. I mean, a Mercury and Cancer doesn't even have to be in the room with you for 5 minutes, and they can literally just by looking at you, just by observing you. They're very observant. They'll observe just read. They might not say it to you specifically. Oh, but these motherfuckers will read they can read you to a T. All of it. When they get in your energy and they really harness, you know, or just step into your shit, they'll be like, gotcha. That's why Cancer, when you know something is off, or when you pick up on something being off, 9 times out of fucking 10, Cancer, please believe me, you're right. Okay, you know that you're right. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers might call you crazy. They might call you, oh, you're just overreacting, Cancer. Or Cancer just overreacting. Oh my God, you're just so emotional, Cancer. When really it's like, bitch, you know. Like, stop. Don't let yourself get emotionally fucking manipulated by other people or logically manipulated by other people because they notice your power and they see your power. Also, I think on the opposite side of that is just, you have to know how to discern. And I think that's why Mercury, Mercury, when you get to Mercury in Virgo, is very discerning, like very cut and dry. Like, yeah, nah. You have to understand, you know, how to really discern and weed things out. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get caught up. And also too, Mercury and Cancer, like, don't just try to start goddamn arguments because you're trying to get to people's true emotions. If a motherfucker's not expressing themselves to you, leave it. But don't try to poke, pick, read, say to get people to react, because that's when you're gonna get the snapback, and then you gonna feel some type of way because they feeling some type of way, but then you wanted them to feel some type of way, so they could just stop. You know what I'm talking about. Mercury and Cancer, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I think that's all I really have for y'all. You know, they'll listen to you. They'll really listen to you. These are amazing listeners. You know, but you just need to understand, I think, boundaries. That's where you come to learn from you know, your opposite of Capricorn. Just learn boundaries, Cancer. Learn boundaries for your vessel. Learn boundaries for your spirit. Learn boundaries just for all of that you encompass. You learn boundaries of other people, you know. You know, because this also can have a smothering effect to it, because, you know, we're talking about the mother. But other than that, Cancer, I think this is my whole, you know, it's the scope, you know what I'm saying? You could definitely, once again, check me out at Araneae Storm on all social media. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can hit me up at araneastorm.wix.com. And yeah, yo, I'll see y'all soon. Mercury, next week we're gonna have Mercury Leo through Mercury Scorpio. So yeah, welcome, and we'll be moving into, what is it? Yeah, we'll be moving into November by this point. So I'll see y'all in Scorpio season, right? All right then.